I'm just really excited. 30 years ago when our organization was created, we really dreamt of having coverage for the mouth for people across the lifespan, including coverage for people that are low income through Medicaid, and for all people in old age through Medicare. So this idea that we could come together finally now and include the mouth as part of healthcare coverage under Medicare is just very exciting. And you know, it seemed like a pipe dream for most of the 30 years, but I would say over the last 4 or 5 years there have been a number of leading organizations kind of coming together and coalescing that this needs to be done and that it can be done. And I think the Santa Fe group, I take my hat off that they've had the wisdom to pull together so many influential people here and really get started on an action plan so that we can have this not just be a pipe dream, but actually a project that's bringing people together and that begins to have a timeline so we can imagine maybe for ourselves or our parents or at some time in the foreseeable future, people will have healthcare coverage that includes the mouth. Yeah, it's pretty dramatic. You know, we have at Appletree, we provide on-site services in close to 100 long-term care facilities, but we also serve seniors from the community that come in, many of whom are on fixed incomes, many of whom are making really difficult choices on a daily basis about what can they afford and what can't they afford. And it's unbelievable to have people who do have coverage for, you know, drugs that they need and they can go to the doctor when they need to, but when they come to the dentist and they have pain and infection, loose teeth, gums that are bleeding, they're not able to chew, they're embarrassed to meet with their family members and maybe teeth have broken off. And dentistry is not inexpensive. And it's something that, you know, people are being faced with decisions to actually lose teeth and then they can't chew. And then they're dealing with artificial dentures that don't function the same way teeth do. So we have examples in long-term care of people who have been unable to maintain their own mouth care due to strokes or cognitive problems, and caregivers haven't been adequately trained to help them keep their mouth healthy on a daily basis, and they're suffering on a daily basis. Sometimes they can't communicate that, again, due to stroke or other problems. And the whole idea that at a point in your life where after having given to the country and to your family and to your employer, all of a sudden now you're suffering often in silence for things that we can fix and that can be addressed and can be made comfortable. It's just not right. This meeting's triggered a lot of thoughts. Getting the messages out to the general public about the connections between a healthy mouth and a healthy body, I think is critical. And letting people know that there is this huge hole, that you may have had dental coverage through your employer, but when you retire, it's not part of Medicare. My understanding is there's some survey work out there that's been done that shows many Americans are shocked. They falsely believe that they have this type of coverage. And with new generations of older adults, including baby boomers, coming in with many more teeth than they did 10, 20, 30, 40 years ago, the need to maintain those teeth and avoid teeth breaking off and inability to chew, all those needs are higher now than they were maybe 30, 40 years ago, and they're going to continue to get higher and higher. So we need to prepare for this new future by having dental coverage that continues across the entire lifespan. You never outgrow the need for your teeth.